This is me, and this is Lando Norris's kart, the 𝙁𝙊𝘾𝙄𝘼. Today, we're going to test drive it and compare it against the CLS18 Charles Leclerc's go-kart. Now, before we dive into it, here are some key things to keep in mind. Both karts are set up to be a lot more oversteer, and both karts will be driven on wet conditions on wet tires. Since driving the CL, I've improved a lot, finding 2 seconds of lap time in worse conditions, so don't take the lap times and lines too seriously. I'll be comparing and ranking both karts in terms of how sensitive the front is, how stable the rear is, and how stable the car is under braking. Anyways, let's get right into it.
Honestly, I think this car is really nice to drive, but I feel like the Birel a lot. But holy shit, it's not bad at all. Not bad at all.
So, after trying both the karts, what's the verdict? Well, compared to the CL, the 𝙁𝙊𝘾𝙄𝘼 is a lot less sensitive in the front, because the CL would turn very sharply and lightly, while the 𝙁𝙁𝘾𝙄 took a bit more time to respond. Now, moving on to rear end stability. The 𝙁𝙁𝘾𝙄 definitely wins against the CL when it comes to having a stable rear end, as I felt like I could be on the throttle harder and early without losing the back end. But take this with a grain of salt, because when I was driving the CL, it was my second time driving an owner kart, so I was 2 seconds off the pace. Now, I absolutely love the 𝙁𝙁𝘾𝙄 under braking. Compared to the CL, which I drove both in wet and dry, I felt a lot more comfortable under braking on the 𝙁𝙁𝘾𝙄, as I felt in full control while walking wheels and could also late brake a lot more. And one last thing I noticed about the 𝙁𝙁𝘾𝙄 was that it was a lot more forgiving when I was making mistakes.